you think that like the scholarship isn't enough, right? That's like, I think
No,
that's like the
yeah,
general argument is
it's
that
not.
like what so why do you think athletes do it if it's not enough?
Go take the scholarship?
Yeah, instead of just
Because a lot of
going.
athletes, I mean, a lot of athletes were like me. A lot of athletes came, you know, and I don't know the statistics, but I'm only assuming because of the athletes that I know. I know you had a former teammate of mine, Isa Abdul Qaddus from Union, New Jersey, right? A lot of athletes have this vision of being on the big screen, right? So we all come in with the mindset that, yo, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. And at the collegiate level, you're that close. You're not the top 1% that goes professional, but you're damn near close. Like you're really that close. You're one step away from being a professional athlete. So that's why they do it. Because once you get to that main stage, you could sign that contract for either I think minimum, which is $425,000, right?
Yeah.
Or
And
potentially get a couple $1 million.
I guess like I don't want to come off as like someone that totally disagrees with you because I don't. But I do want to poke holes in your thinking
Yes.
so I can understand it better.
Hmm.
Um but it just sounds like to me that you're saying that the NCAA should be responsible for athletes and their own delusions.
I mean, well, I was in a video game. There was a class action lawsuit that happened. I don't remember signing up to be on EA Sports and NCAA, right?
Right, well they got rid of that.
I know. You know why? Because they realized that they were abusing their power and they were exploiting athletes.
Totally. And
Point
I
blank.
yeah, so in that case it is clear that I don't know if they just got rid of it because of the fear over being ruled against or if it was like that they were actually ruled against, but obviously they thought that there was a good enough case there where they shouldn't have the likeness. I think actually what I do think actually happened is that the schools became fearful of probably like losing this NCAA model that they have, which is pretty good for them.
Hmm.
And so they collectively backed out of that deal with EA
Hmm.
Sports. I think that's actually
Hmm.
how that went down.
I'm
Um,
sure. I'm
because like
sure.
for them, like the EA Sports thing was a small thing, and
Yep.
so for them like to be able to back out was like totally worthwhile. In order to prevent like the risk of that like becoming the end of the thing that they have.
Yeah.
Um, I
Yeah. I
think
mean,
that
and
Oh, anyway, I
yeah.
was gonna say that I think at the end of the day, like I agree with the sentiment that it seems like the pie is not being divided up the right way,
Yeah.
right?
Definitely.
And I think it's probably and it is that way for clear reasons that the athletes don't have a say at the table. Like
Hmm.
no one is bringing in current athletes to figure out like how they should divide the pie, and as a result, they get less of a pie. And I think actually the same thing happens in the NFL
Hmm.
for rookies.
Hmm. Hmm.
Rookies get less of the pie than they probably should too, for the
Yeah.
same reason because it's the NFL Players Association, which are veterans essentially negotiating with the league,
Yeah.
and so they get like that's how the short end of the stick gets decided. But I think like the problem is like how far should that go and for whom? I think are like like the details to be worked out. Like, should it be every NCAA athlete gets like some small bit, or should it be based on your like a normal marketplace where it's like based on how desirable you are, where Reggie Bush should get 10 million and a Division 3 player should get zero, and like I mean, how should that work?